Hey Sagittarius. This is a general reading for the sign of Sagittarius. If you have Sagittarius anywhere in your birth chart, there is a message here for you. Or if you were drawn to this reading, there is a message here for you. Spirit does work in amazing and wonderful ways like that. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Sagittarius. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Practice good discernment. We do try to provide as much information in this reading as we possibly can. Information that is directly related to you and your life at this time. So do watch for the pop-ups and do read the description box. I will always post additional information there for you that is directly related to this reading. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Sagittarius. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes, and especially those comments. Who to help a Sagittarius than a fellow Sagittarius that may be going through or experiencing a similar situation? This month, the first quarter moon does move through the sign of Sagittarius, or not the sign, but the constellation of Sagittarius. As the moon moves through Sagittarius, you may be feeling a shift from being goal-orientated to wanting to search for more meaning in life. And maybe even if you are experiencing some troubles or some issues at this time, you will be feeling a little more optimistic. Sagittarius, what that is Spirit is really giving us the encouragement that we need to find or to stay on our soul's path. And the foundation, the underlying message of this reading is the Ten of Cups. And so I really do see you searching, finding meaning, finding ways to bring that Ten of Cups into your life. And if we look at the Ten of Cups, we just see the happy home life, the happy family life, that really being fulfilled and happy. And I love we see that Five of Cups here, but let's see how that Ten of Cups plays into your cards this week, Sagittarius. And here we have the Knight of Cups. You are being offered a promotion or a raise, but there's some resistance to that. Why is there a resistance to a promotion or a raise? And I think maybe the resistance to that, the standoff to that, is that it's going to require more work and more effort. You're happy with the way things are. This offer isn't, what is this offer is not, it doesn't meet your, this offer doesn't meet your ambitions. This offer isn't in line with what you were wanting to see. And you know, that almost makes sense with that moon, that you are wanting to shift. And you're wanting to shift from being goal orientated to searching for more meaning to life, and quite possibly this new offer seems to be lacking, and that's why there's some resistance to that. It's this new offer, this new raise, this new promotion isn't in line, or isn't lining up with your 10 of Cups. It seems to be lacking. And you're not really all excited. You're not really all fired up about it. Sagittarius, do consider that while this raise, this promotion may not be what you want or what you expected, do consider it is an opportunity or a step in the right direction. So while, even though it isn't exactly what you want, exactly what you envisioned, it is an opportunity to be considered. And you are not always necessarily going to get everything that you want in one package, or not everything is going to come to you in one step. That this could be for you a step in the right direction. And while you may not receive immediate payoff, immediate gratitude that you are wanting, that you are expecting, it is an opportunity, and all opportunities, I think, should be evaluated and looked at for the possibilities that they can bring into our lives. And so while this may not be what you envisioned or what you wanted, it is an opportunity to be considered. And this could be for you a step in the right direction. In your private life, in your home life, again, more fire. You do have, so anytime we see wands in the tarot, we think of fire. And there's a lot of fire, a lot of change, a lot of movement. And here we see resistance, and here we see the Five of Wands. Here we see people practicing something. And so there's a practice. It's almost, it's like kind of like play fighting. It's practice. And so here we see you practicing. And again, wanting to move on to something better. And I really do believe that not only in your professional life, but in your private life, that you are really shifting and really moving towards being less goal orientated and really finding and bringing true meaning and value into your life. And you're ready to leave what is no longer serving you behind. And so here, if we look closer at this Eight of Cups, we see someone journeying, starting a journey into the unknown, starting a journey into the mountains. But here we see this person is leaving the Eight of Cups behind. This person is leaving the Eight of Cups behind and moving into the great unknown. And I think that you've been preparing for this, or everything everything in your life up until this point has been preparing you for this shift, preparing you for this change. Of your life's purpose, your soul's mission. And I do believe that that is what the shift is. That is what the shift is. Less of the physical, less of what we can see, and more of what we can't see. Less of the visual, less of the seen and more of the unseen. Maybe that's the words that I was looking for. And look, we have this beautiful Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands speaks to the end of a harvest, the end of a time, the end of a stage of life. I think in this reading, it's speaking the end of a stage of life. You've been preparing for this. You've been getting ready for this. And it is time to leave what is no longer serving you behind and move into the great unknown. This is the end of something and the beginning of something new. And here we see the beginning of something new. We have this beautiful Six of Cups. And this Six of Cups speaks to happy times, speaks of fond memories. To me, it speaks of the gifts that those before us have left us or have given us. And so, you know, it could be the fond memories. Maybe you have a fond childhood memory of your true calling, a true vision of how or what you wanted to be, and you're being called back to that path. You're being called back to the journey. You're being called back to this. I would, Sagittarius, what was it that you wanted to be when you were a child? When you were 7, 8, or 9, between the ages of 7 and 11, there was something that you wanted to be. There was something that you wanted to do. A vision of how you wanted to do what you wanted to be when you were adult, when you grew up. When you grew up, that is what you are being called to. That is what you are being called to. Do not you're wanting to make this change. You are wanting to make this change. You are feeling possibly weighted down by the routine of things, by the daily life of things. And open up to those closest to you. I do believe quite possibly those closest to you are sharing the same thoughts, feelings, and desires. So are you feeling like you are in this alone? Or that if you share your thoughts, your feelings, your desires of this change that you're wanting to make, that those around you will not be supportive of you? Do know that by sharing your thoughts, your feelings, and desires at this time with those closest to you, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised that they are sharing some of those thoughts, feelings, and desires. Final thoughts, final messages. And the universe, here we see the universe is bringing you in a gift. And I really do believe that gift is that shift from the physical to the non-physical, from the seen to the unseen. And quite possibly there's an internal struggle that you're experiencing. It is hard letting go. It is hard, and it can be chaotic making that shift. Letting go and trusting spirit, trusting your inner wisdom, trusting spirit. You have been meeting all of the challenges set before you. And you are wanting more from life. Enjoy the process. And I do believe that that 10 of Cups is, and the 3 of Cups is enjoying the process. That you are still holding on to the physical. But it's almost like once we have seen something, we cannot unsee it. And I do believe, again, it speaks to that you know or have seen who or what it is that you are called in this life to be, or called in. You know who you really are. You know who you really are, and you really are waking up and coming to grips with, or coming to terms with, who it is that you are called to be, what it is that your soul's mission is, your life's purpose, your soul's calling. You are really waking up to that, and you are making a major shift in your life. You are making a major shift in your life. And Spirit is asking you to enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. Really let go, let God, enjoy the process. Trust Spirit does have your best interest at heart, in mind. And you will receive that 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is going to require some faith and some trust on your part. Trust your inner knowledge. Trust your inner wisdom. Also Sagittarius, I did kind of want to, in this reading, talk a little bit about September 23rd. It does bring in the fall equinox. The fall equinox brings in intense energy, and an intense energy of wanting to break free from the old and start something new and initiate change. And so I do try to put out this information in a timely manner so you can kind of start and prepare for the intense changes that are coming, and prepare so you can take advantage of using that energy. So now would be the time to start planning for that energy coming September 23rd, and take advantage of that wanting to break free from the old and start something new, to start a new change, and to really kind of put into motion the changes that we would like to see occur in our life. And that is a message that I have for Sagittarius. Thank you, Sagittarius. You have a blessed week.